Hello, so welcome to another one of Bo's mini piano lesson. Today I would like to cover something that I have been asked to do many times after I posted some things on my Instagram stories. And that is drills specifically to improve a certain difficult passage or just to improve your finger techniques. So I will be showing some of the drills I do every single time I get to a difficult passage. Actually, I've covered this topic in my first Bo's mini piano lesson, and it was called how to improve a technically challenging section. But this time I will do it more in detail so you guys can follow it more easily. So the whole point of doing these drills or exercises, whichever you would like to call it, is to confuse your brain and your fingers. Now what I mean by that is when you're preparing a piece, you would have practiced it over and over and over again as it is written in the music. And in that time, your brain and your fingers have memorized that pattern subconsciously. And when you come to a place where it is difficult or it has awkward finger positions or you just can't seem to improve, by changing up the rhythm, the touch, and the groupings of the notes, what it does is it confuses the brain and your fingers to what it is used to, so it ends up training in a new, effective way. Even though you're just playing the same notes, we're just playing it differently. And by doing that, it really helps you to improve your fingers to work independently without relying on your old memory. When you're doing these exercises, it's very important that you do it rhythmically, accurately, and don't play with a sloppy rhythm. It has to be almost mechanical. Don't go right. We want I want to mention some very important points when you practice these exercises, and that is to do with touch. When you play, you must press the bottom of the keys. Feel the bottom. So you imagine you're playing all the way down to the bottom of the board. So you feel the bottom. It's quite useless to do these exercises if you're only kind of half playing on the top like this, very shallow. Feel the bottom. So when you're doing the rhythms, touch the bottom of the keys. Also, another important point is when you do this, don't just rely on your fingers to do all the work, because that'll make your fingers very tired and tense. So you're also using your wrists and your arms. So you're actually quite, even though sound feels quite strong and hard, actually I'm very relaxed. Because I'm using my wrist to follow the notes while working my fingers. So we don't want to just use your fingers like this. Then you'll end up quite tense. So we want to relax, yet be active with your fingers. So touch to the bottom of the board. Use your wrist to relax. And of course, when you're doing a technical exercise like this, you must curve your fingers. If you let it bend when you play doing these exercises, it makes it sound uneven because you have so many joints moving. So we want to use least number of joints to move. So I'm actually only using these joints. So you can see close, my fingers are curved. And only moving the knuckle joints, because if you bend your other joints, it becomes quite uneven and hard to control. So we don't want this kind of movement in such technical passage. Okay. So I hope the points that I shared today become very useful in your future piano practice. Just make sure you concentrate when you do these drills so that you're very articulate and that you play the patterns very rhythmically. And by doing these drills, exercises, you will definitely improve that difficult passage. So keep it up, and until next time.